Hello, my name is Jacob Grisco, and this is my UFC social media strategy. Who are you trying to reach? According to the report by Zipto Education, the UFC audience has a 70% male viewership rating, and in 2023, that report stated that fans from ages 18 to 24 has increased by 10%, which means younger people are tuning in. I have several friends who watch as well. That is the primary demographic I will go after because that's where a huge chunk of the social media posts, money, fan engagement, etc. will come from. Also, the average age of an MMA fan is 35 years old. Which platforms are best and why? The best platforms for the UFC are Instagram and YouTube. Instagram is good for giving fans a more personal look into the lives that they live and training, as well as promote the fights with reels, short form content. MMA related Instagram hashtags with over 1 million uses also saw an increasement by 35% in 2023. The UFC uses YouTube in the same way. However, they post long form content along with documentaries and other fight related content like breakdowns to keep fans satisfied. They will even live stream old UFC events if nothing is on that weekend. Surprisingly, the number of MMA related YouTube channels with 1 million subscribers surpassed 50 in 2023, showing its boom. Content strategy. I think the UFC needs to better promote the fighters at the top of the sport, and if they stop playing favorites, they could do that. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champ who made John Jones retire and has a fight in 2 weeks, but no one is talking about it because of the marketing. So everything they do already is fine in terms of UFC Countdown, the embedded series that show the fighters leading up to the fight. The press conferences need to change though, because most of the time the questions are, so how does it feel, Dana or Fighter A, to be in Las Vegas this weekend when they fight there nearly every month? I would create more face to face interviews with UFC commentators and fighters, as well as bring the fighter they are fighting in and have someone interview them both. That would increase hype for the fight, and it costs nothing to sit a couple people down and hit record. Post it on the several social media accounts the UFC has and watch it spread like wildfire. I will interact with my audience by using the sites I mentioned before to show real-time interactions with fans behind the scenes of events and live fight updates. They usually put a graphic up of people's tweets on screen saying 10-9 fighter B and they give their opinion. I would go further and use AI to show a live counter on strikes, takedowns, etc. Sports betting is a significant revenue stream also for the UFC, and it allows fans to feel more like a community, even if they lose, like I always do. So I would push sports betting responsibly, of course. And how will I measure success? I will measure success by counting the number of views, shares, likes, reposts, subscribers, ESPN Plus subscribers, etc. again, and compare it to past numbers. Based off what they are, I can indicate if things are going successful and if what I want to implement is working and being liked by the fans. Without a good strategy, you won't be able to capitalize on what the fans want, and they will go somewhere else for it. Here are my references. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.